What's up, guys? First of all, let's address two things really quick. First, you're probably wondering, Morgan, why in the world are you making a video in the middle of the week when you always upload on weekends? I have a question for you guys. Second of all, we can address the elephant in the room, and that is my hair. I chopped off my hair just because, I don't know, I don't know. I guess I really wanted to go short. I don't know what I was feeling. I don't know, guys. Kind of wanted to do like a full restart because I've been cutting my hair, and so I've just been cutting it shorter and shorter, and we got to this length. With that being said though, I did want to ask you guys something, and I thought that's really weird just to make a YouTube video based on a simple question. So I thought I would turn this into a little story time video. Before I get into my story time video, I have this question for you guys. Okay, so first of all, one of the most amazing things I think about YouTube to date, I've been doing YouTube for years now, and one of the best things about it, I don't care how cheesy it sounds, like this is literally the reason why I think that YouTube's so amazing, is because it combines everyone from all over the world. I think that is so cool. And unlike my other platforms, I know I have like followers, you know, from different parts of the world on my other platforms, but YouTube I feel like is the one where I just really have such a large array of people, and I think that is so incredibly awesome. And I still geek out to this day when someone's like, oh yeah, I'm watching you from blah blah blah, or like I'm actually from so and so. Like, I think that is so cool that there's a community like that where everyone comes from all over. So with that said, I don't know, I guess I just wanted to like turn on the camera and talk to you guys. I am leaving soon to go to Rome. I'm going back to Rome, and I'm also going to Greece. And I wanted to check in with you guys if you guys have been to, I've been to Rome before, but I don't think it was, I think it was around this time of the year last time I went, but I'm not really 100% sure. It was definitely really close to this time. But if any of you guys have been to Rome, like the last couple of days you just got back, or if you live in Rome, tell me what the weather is like. What should I pack? I need you guys' help with what I should pack. Of course, I know I can go check the weather, but you know how it's just nice to have someone, a friend or something that you can ask, like, hey, what should I wear? That kind of thing. Like, if any of you guys live, you know, in the Rome area or around there, I would love to hear what you guys have recommendations on what I should pack. And also, if you guys have any suggestions on where I should eat, what I should see. I've done pretty much all, you know, the highlights around Rome, but I'm really looking forward to this trip this time because I'm taking my parents this time. They're coming with me, and I'm really excited for them to see Rome, because that honestly has been one of my favorite trips to date, is just Rome. I think it's one of the best cities in my personal opinion. I absolutely love Rome, and just the history. I studied art history so much in college, and when I went during college, it was just such an amazing experience to see everything that I had learned for so long with my own eyes. I thought it was amazing. But yeah, I've been asking like a lot of my friends and everything like that have been kind of restaurants, you know, what do you guys recommend and so forth, just getting everyone's opinion. So if you guys have any recommendations on maybe what I should see that's kind of off the beaten path, or restaurants that you are just like, you have to go here, leave me some comments down below because I would love to know those. But yeah, that's my story. Same, oh, I totally forgot about Rome, guys. Totally forgot about Rome. But yes, same for Rome. If you guys have any recommendations, anything, because that's kind of a situation where, a place where I really don't know much. For me personally, I love seeing, you know, architecture and ruins and everything like that, so you better believe I will be all up in Athens, Greece, looking at everything. But yeah, aside from that, if you guys have any recommendations, I would love to hear those below. Anyways, on into my story time. This actually occurs when I was recently just flying back home, and I should have filmed this right after it happened because guys, I was so heated. I was so in the moment. I like got in the car, my mom picked me up from the airport. This is when I was going back home to Atlanta, and my mom picked me up and I was like, oh, look, this just happened. It was such a crazy flight, and I've been so lucky that I have not had like an insane, you know, flight ever, knock on wood, but this definitely topped the events for flights for me. And I'm unfortunately in the middle seat, the God-forsaken middle seat, which I always try to avoid, but this time it was just, if you guys go from LA to Atlanta, you guys know those flights are always jam-packed. Like, they're always so full. There's never like any extra seats available. I mean, they're always full flights. No window seats, so I got stuck with the middle seat. And I go sit down. There's a gentleman next to the window, and then I have a gentleman on the other side of me, and I'm sandwiched in the middle. And these are like bigger guys, and so I'm just kind of like this, except for the guy on the left. He wasn't really, you know, a bigger guy. He's like a small guy, but short, probably like, I don't know, like 5'7" or something like that. But I sit down and immediately I smell alcohol, and I'm like, oh, you know, in my head I'm just thinking like, oh, I guess like this guy went to the bar before he boarded the plane or something like that. And then we take off, and it was at that moment when the stewardess comes by, and the man, we'll call him, I don't know, we'll call him Frank. We're gonna call him Frank, okay guys? And he goes, so he flags down the stewardess as she was coming by, and he's like, excuse me ma'am, can you tell me when you're going to start serving drinks? I'm like, okay. So it was at that point I knew this is what kind of flight I'm about to have. So with that in mind, the flight continues. And guys, a flight to Atlanta is like a 5-hour flight getting over there. So I'm stuck next to this guy for 5 hours. And there's also one thing that I find really awesome about these flights going to Atlanta, because you have so many people from Georgia on this flight. It's just a great flight. It's just like, it's like my people, everyone's so nice. It's just, I don't know, you just have like a different energy in the plane when you're going over to Georgia. Like, my friend even commented one time when she went home with me, she's like, oh my god, everyone's so nice. I'm like, you're on a flight with a bunch of Georgians. So anyways, we're in the sky, and this guy, Frank, he starts talking to me, and he's, you know, I'm being nice. I'm like I'm even editing a video at this point, and I just like have my headphones on. That's one thing that I always do. I always wear headphones when I am in flight. Like, that is one place, like, I really don't want to talk to people. Like, you know, if the conversation's awful, or if it's just a bad situation in general, I don't want to be engaged on something like that and be forced to have to carry on a conversation for 5 hours. Like, that, no. So I always immediately put my headphones on, and I just kind of zone out, you know, because I'm on this flight. I'm not trying to, I just want to mind my own business, get there and get off the plane, basically. And this guy, I am editing a video. I'm editing my previous video that I just posted, my hiking video. And so this guy's like looking over, and I'm like, mind your own business. Like, let me just edit a video here. I hate when people like peek around and just see what you're working on. It's like, chill. Like, this is my personal space. Like, you know, you just keep your eyes straight. And so when I took off my headphones to, like, I guess like to grab something or something like that, he is like asking me about my video, like what am I doing, like what area is that? And he's like trying to tell me what area that is. No sir, this is so and so. And he's like, no, it looks like that's blah blah blah. No, like, trust me, I go hiking all the time. I know what area I'm in. You know, I live here. I know what area this is. So that's already the start we're off to. So I'm already a little annoyed with him that he's like questioning where I'm hiking to when I live here. And so I was just like, all right. So anyways, so stewardess comes, the guy proceeds to order a drink. He orders a beer and a shot. Okay, cool. Like, not judging anyone that does that, but you know, I don't know how this is gonna go. So long story short, guys, just so this is not an hour-long video, the guy I counted, he ordered 5 shots and 3 or 4 beers. Keep in mind, this guy's like 5'7", 5'6", something like that, probably like 5'7". Guy was annihilated, guys, by the end of this. And by the end of this, I had this man like laying up against, falling over on me, and I'm like pushing him. I'm like, dude, like, sir, come on. Okay, like, we're almost there and everything. And then he proceeds to like look at me, and he's like, why are you mad at me? Why are you mad at me? I'm like, bro. I didn't call him bro, but I'm like, just leave me alone. I just like gave him like a mean glare at that point. I was like, I don't have time to deal with the drunk. Like, I really don't have time for this. Just sit there and let me do my own thing. So I have my headphones in, and he's like poking me, and he's like, hey, like, why are you mad? Why do you think I'm mad? Because I have to sit next to you, man. And so I'm just like looking at him. And so mind you guys, we're having to get up like 50 times for this guy to go pee. And so I'm finally like just straight up, like he looks at me, I'm like, do you need to go pee? Do you need me to move? Do you need us all to move so you can go to the bathroom and pee again? And I would just say it like that. I was just so over it. And so he we all get up. And so there was a nice man behind me. I don't know if it's his girlfriend or just like, you know, some random person on the flight too. I don't know, but they were so concerned about me. And the man was like, are you okay? Do you want me to switch? Like, this is not okay, blah, blah, blah. And he was probably about my age or something. And I knew, I was like, no, like, thank you so much. Like, it's okay. Like, we only have, at this point, we probably only have like 30, 45 minutes left, you know, something like that. We don't have that much time left. And I'm like, you know, it's really okay. And in my mind, I'm like, I can put up with this guy. I just don't want there to be like a fight on the plane, because I already knew this guy was kind of getting, you know, really, you know, worked up about this whole situation that was happening in front of him. And so I'm like, no, like, you know, there's going to be a situation if I switch with this guy. Like, this guy, I'll probably like, you know, it'll be a situation. So I'm like, no, it's fine. And so we get back and it just keeps progressing. Like, it just keeps really progressing. He gets in a fight with the stewardess because she questions him. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I thought I just brought you a drink. And he's like, are you judging me? Are you judging me? And she was like, no, sir. Like, I'm sorry. I just thought I just brought you one. Like, I'm sorry. I apologize. Like, maybe, I guess I didn't. Like, I just, no, like, she's like, I'm in no way. I just honestly thought I brought you one. And so he goes up to the front and like yells at her and like this whole thing, and everyone's like, what the heck? And then he comes back and he just proceeds to like fall over on me, and I'm like pushing him off. I'm like, dude, I was like, keep it together. Okay, you have like 20 minutes left. I was like, you're almost done. Like, just keep your act together. Just chill. I just kind of like, just, hey, chill. And so he gets up again to go to the bathroom once again. And so finally the guy in the back was like, hey, like, he's like, I am watching him like a hawk. He's like, if I see him touch you, if I see him do anything, he's like, I will be right there. He's like, I will be right there. I'm like, and it was just really awesome. Like, I had such a supportive flight. And before all this happened, the guy and the woman behind me and this other woman to the left, like this woman, she started having a panic attack, because I forgot to tell you the most important part of this whole video, guys. This is American Airlines, by the way, too. We did not have AC. The AC was not working for whatever reason. So, and I mean, like, we did, I might be over-exaggerating a little bit. We did have AC, but it was probably about 77 degrees in the plane. So I don't know if it really just couldn't cool down fast enough. So everyone was really hot. The woman behind me was having a panic attack, and I was like, wow, that's awful. And so this woman, like, they're trying to like fan her down, they're trying to get her ice cubes, and like the woman behind me, I hear her tell the woman, she's like, we stick together. She's like, we help each other out. She's like, we got you. And we're just like, this is so amazing. Like, what an amazing flight I'm on right now. Anyway, sorry guys, fast forward. So all that's happening, the guy's like ready to fight this guy behind me, the drunk guy that I'm sitting next to. And I'm just telling them like it's okay, guys. Like, at this point we have 15 minutes left. I was like, we have 15 minutes left. It's okay. Like, we're gonna get through. I'm gonna get through it. Like, it's fine. I can handle it. And so by this point, this guy is just crazy. And so finally the gentleman next to me is like, hey, do you want to switch? It's like, buddy, like, we should have switched like forever ago. That would have been the easiest solution for you just to offer. And so instead, I've spent 4 hours now like handling this drunk guy, when you could have like manned up and just sat in the middle, like, yeah, we can switch. So I'm like, yeah, like, let's just switch. Like, we got 15 minutes left. Like, I might as well just continue on my track record here. But I finally switched with him, and thank goodness I switched with him, because this guy just, I guess everything all hit him at once even more, and he just got even more ridiculous. And so this guy, the drunk guy, takes the man that just switched seats with me by like a headlock almost, and he's just like this on his face. It's like, hey man. And so this dude's like, bro, get off of me, like, just sit over there, like, relax, man, and like yelling at him. I'm like, oh my god. And so he continues to do this, and so then the drunk guy punches the guy. I'm like, oh my god, like, this is going to be it. And so by this point we have just touched down and we're taxiing to our gate. And so he calls the stewardess, and like the stewardess comes over and he's like, hey, her and I, like, we have to get out of here now. And the stewardess, like, everyone was well aware of this man, what was going on in the situation. So they're just like, yeah, you guys come with me. So they like escort us up to the front of the plane to get away from this guy. It was ridiculous, and it was just so ridiculous. And so I'm just like, my whole thing with this is, why in the world is an airline allowed to serve someone so many drinks. That is like just ridiculous in my mind. You were in such a close space with other people that you're having to share, to be giving someone so much alcohol where they're gonna be blacked out drunk. Like, that is the most unacceptable thing, I think. Like, that is not a place for people to get trashed like this. And keep in mind, guys, like, this guy, he doesn't have any friends or anything like that. Like, I don't know, he said he was some kind of like rock climber or something. From what I gathered, I was like, oh, he must be like some stunt performer or something like that, from details I was hearing or whatever. But I'm like, buddy's gonna have fun at work when he lands, because I think he had to like get up at like some really early time. So I'm like, good luck with that if you can even find your way to your hotel. But it was just so ridiculous. So that was my whole thing. Like, why in the world is an airline allowed to serve someone so many drinks? I think that is just absolutely ridiculous. American Airlines, like, get your crap together. Like, you should not serve someone 5 freaking shots and like 3 or 4 beers. Like, that's ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. But anyways, guys, that is my story time for you. Hopefully I don't have anything crazy like that happen again. I mean, yeah, right, but you know. So again, guys, please feel free to leave me comments down below of where you guys think I should go to in Italy and also in Greece. Like, I would love to hear your comments for any of you guys that have been, or if you guys live there. I would really love to hear it. We're like still contemplating on, we pretty much have like our whole, of course, like Rome itinerary done, but Greece is still kind of, you know, we're still in the works on planning where exactly to go. So, you know, either or though, I would love to hear both. But I will see you guys in my next video. Hopefully you guys will be seeing me from Italy or Greece. But of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and make sure to turn your notifications on so you never miss a video from moi. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.